Hi, thank you for joining me today. Today's lesson from A Course in Miracles student workbook is lesson 24. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not perceive my own best interests. In no situation that arises do you realize the outcome that would make you happy. Therefore, you have no guide to appropriate action and no way of judging the result. What you do is determined by your perception of the situation, and that perception is wrong. It is inevitable, then, that you will not serve your own best interests. Yet they are your only goal in any situation which is correctly perceived. Otherwise, you will not recognize what they are. If you realize that you do not perceive your own best interests, you could be taught what they are. But in the presence of your conviction that you do not know what they are, you cannot learn. The idea for today is a step toward opening your mind so that learning can begin. The exercises for today require much more honesty than you are accustomed to using. A few subjects, honestly and carefully considered in each of the 5 practice periods which should be undertaken today, will be more helpful than a more cursory examination of a larger number. 2 minutes are suggested for each of the mind-searching periods which the exercises involve. The practice period should begin with repeating today's idea, followed by searching the mind with closed eyes for unresolved situations about which you are currently concerned. The emphasis should be on uncovering the outcome you want. You will quickly realize that you have a number of goals in mind as part of the desired outcome, and also that these goals are on different levels and often conflict. In applying the idea for today, name each situation that occurs to you, and then enumerate carefully as many goals as possible that you would like to be met in its resolution. The form of each application should be roughly as follows. In the situation involving blank, I would like blank to happen and blank to happen, and so on. Try to cover as many different kinds of outcomes as may honestly occur to you, even if some of them do not appear to be directly related to the situation or even to be inherent in it at all. If these exercises are done properly, you will quickly recognize that you are making a large number of demands of the situation which have nothing to do with it. You will also recognize that many of your goals are contradictory, and that you have no unified outcome in mind, and that you must experience disappointment in connection with some of your goals, however the situation turns out. After covering the list of as many hoped-for goals as possible for each unresolved situation that crosses your mind, say to yourself, I do not perceive my own best interests in this situation. And then go on to the next one. And again, I do not perceive my own best interests is the lesson today. So the practice period should begin, I'm going to do a little review, with repeating today's idea, I do not perceive my own best interests. And then carefully and honestly consider a few subjects in each of the 5 practice periods and apply this. 2 minutes are suggested for each of the mind-searching periods. So begin with today's idea, followed by searching the mind with closed eyes for unresolved situations about which you are currently concerned. In the situation involving blank, I would like blank to happen and blank to happen. This is going to be an interesting lesson to work through. It's a little bit of a challenge today, I think. And remember to set your alarm or clock or phone if you need those to help you remember not to miss the practice periods. Use your Post-it notes or your 3x5 cards, whatever tools you've evolved to or developed to help you make sure you work through the lesson for the day. And again, keep an open mind. Don't be resistant. Don't say, oh, I'm not like that. Just do the exercise and see what happens. Keep an attitude of curiosity about this work. I encourage you. And as always, you can text me at 907-351-3003, and I will see you here tomorrow. Thank you again. Namaste.